Eket, Humanitarian Affairs Ministry donates solar street lights to Custodial Center. Oyo State Government donates textbooks for NECO candidates behind bars. On sports, NCOS officer wins Air Force fitness competition. Hello viewers, it's great to have you with us on this edition of the Grill News Bulletin on the Nigerian Correctional Service online television, where we bring you top stories from across the Nigerian Correctional Service and our valued partners. I am Deputy Superintendent of Corrections, Fidelis Stephen Daliop. The Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Akwa Ibom State, has donated 5 solar-powered streetlights to the Medium Security Custodial Center in Eket as part of activities to mark its first anniversary. The project, which was facilitated by Pastor Glory Inyang of the RCCG, is aimed at improving nighttime visibility and security within the facility. Presenting the lights, Honorable Commissioner Princess M.M. Ibanga said the gesture reflects the ministry's ongoing commitment to safety and dignity for all, including inmates and custodial staff. The State Controller of Corrections, Frank Okonkwo, expressed gratitude on behalf of the Controller General of Corrections, Sylvester Nwakuche. The Oyo State Command's Public Relations Officer, Superintendent of Corrections, Olanrewaju Anjorin, has filed in a report of the State Ministry of Education donation of consignment of textbooks to support inmates' preparation for NECO and GCE exams at the Agodi Medium Security Custodial Center. The State Commissioner for Education, Honorable Olusegun Emmanuel Olayiwola, while making the delivery, emphasized the state's belief in inclusive education, saying the gesture is just the beginning of broader support to correctional institutions. Receiving the books on behalf of the State Controller of Corrections, Opadeji Dare Ayola, Superintendent of Corrections Anjorin Olanrewaju, applauded the ministry's support for rehabilitation through education, a strategy that's already helping former inmates gain university admission and reclaim their lives. In Abia State, the State Controller of Corrections, Nwanyawu Blessing Ifeoma, has called for stronger interagency collaboration to combat crime and enhance public safety during a strategic courtesy visit to the Nigerian Immigration Service and the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps in the state. The Command's Public Relations Officer, Chief Superintendent of Corrections, Linus Kalu Ipe, reported that the controller during the visit stressed the effective security requires a united front, stating a tree cannot make a forest. The leaders of the two agencies, Comptroller Justice Owe and Commandant Akinsola Aderemi, welcomed the initiative and pledged their cooperation in intelligence sharing, joint training, and community engagement. You are watching the Grill News Bulletin on Nigerian Correctional Service online television. Still to come, Controller Richard Williams hosted Mr. Inemo Ebimiebo and interesting sports stories from Kano and Oshun commands. Stay with us.
My name is Samuel. What I know about the Correctional Service is that they are doing the great job to keep Nigeria a better place, making sure those that are in crime can be corrected, those that are getting things wrong can be taken to the right place. And I appreciate their work, and God will help them as they are making us in the right way.
The Cross River State Controller of Corrections, Richard Moses Williams, hosted the new South-South Zonal Director of the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons, Mr. Alex Inemo Ebimiebo. The Command's Public Relations Officer, Superintendent of Corrections, Ifanga Etim, reported that the visit emphasized the need for collaboration to curb small arms proliferation as both agencies pledged intelligence sharing to promote peace and security. A commemorative plaque was presented by the NCC SA-LW highlighting the symbolic unity between both agencies. And finally on sports, the Kano Command's Public Relations Officer, Chief Superintendent of Corrections, Musbahu Lawan, filed in a report of Corrections Assistant 2, Ibrahim Adamu, took first place in the 10-kilometer paramilitary race at the annual Nigerian Air Force fitness competition held in Kano State recently. According to the report, the prestigious event drew participants from the military and paramilitary agencies. Adamu's stellar performance earned him special recognition and a trophy presented by the Air Force Commandant. The State Controller of Corrections, Ado Inuwa, congratulated him and describes the win as a source of pride for the service. And that's all we have for you on this edition of the Grill News Bulletin, as compiled and written by Deputy Superintendent of Corrections Franka Awa and edited by Deputy Superintendent of Corrections Solomon Njua. From shining lights in Eket to shining athletes in Kano and partnerships forging stronger security, it's clear that the Nigerian Correctional Service is moving forward with purpose and progress. For more inspiring updates from across the service, subscribe, like, comment, and share our social media handles showing on your screen. I am Deputy Superintendent of Corrections Fidelis Stephen Daliop. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay informed, and stay away from crime.